We on. We on to the break of dawn. We are in the studio today. We got a lot to talk about. I have a comment. What?
You're taller.
Because I'm moving.
You're taller.
I'm leaning forward.
Making me fix the damn camera.
Talking to the goddamn mic next time. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're starting off hot today again, okay? I got a lot of things to talk about, Peyton.
Yes.
First and foremost, I just came from a great workout. I'm going to tell everybody about it, the cycling pigeon, okay?
Yes.
Here in Eagle Rock, California. I was going to say Los Angeles. Too many cities, okay? That's another thing that annoys me. LA has too many cities, like little towns in the city. Too many.
It's just all LA.
It's too many.
It's all the same place.
We're going to talk about that. I have a comment to talk about what happened with Chris D'Elia. And I haven't addressed it yet on the show. And I'm going to talk about that. All right? Third, I'm going to answer some MCAT questions because I have a friend, Zaina. Thanks for submitting some MCAT sample questions. And I'm going to try to answer them on the show. I feel I could do pretty good. And I know that's a cocky thing to say.
Man.
They're multiple choice.
Wesam can just do anything.
I really can. I really can. We got a lot to talk about.
Oh, goodness.
Let's start the show.
Let's do it.
Isaiah might have COVID.
What?
If you know Isaiah, a.k.a. Josh, a.k.a. S.O., a.k.a. Arthur Fleck, a.k.a.
So many
problems. We're going to try to give him a FaceTime call here. Do you have his number?
Yeah.
Yeah, would you mind texting him, see if he'd like to come on FaceTime and talk about his series of horrible symptoms that he's been experiencing? I said it was full-blown AIDS.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. But knowing Josh... No, I'm kidding. Knowing Josh, I make it sound like he's very promiscuous or does heroin, trades needles with people, has a heroin problem. I came into the studio today very smelly because I had a great workout at the Cycling Pigeon. And if you don't know what the Cycling Pigeon is, it's in Eagle Rock, California, here in Los Angeles. And it's a local workout local workout studio run by Reno Wilson and his wife, Coco, who you might recognize Reno from NBC Good Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing actor. And, oh my gosh, I did a cycling class, which was really cool, really intense. It gave me such energy afterwards. And the yoga class I took right afterward. Oh, I miss yoga, man.
I miss yoga too.
That was such a great class. I want to say thank you to them. And also, Reno's coming on at the end of the month.
Hell yeah.
We excited to talk about a lot of things with Reno. And I'm smelly, and I apologize. And my hair is crazy. I look samurai-esque with my headband.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
What does your shirt say?
Train hard, fight easy.
Okay. For a second, I thought the T was a hashtag.
Okay.
And I read, rain hard, fight easy.
Yeah, no. And it's really safe the way they're doing it. So much, it's done outside, and so much space between you and the next person.
Gotcha.
And you wear they have the guards, and they have everything.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Unlike Georgia Public Schools.
I saw that. Georgia Public, they reversed the suspension on that kid.
Oh, did they?
Oh, hey. What? Who suspended that kid? What was their thought process? Like, oh, he's going to make us look bad. Yeah. We both said, yeah.
Yeah, that's like the whole point.
Yeah. Do you think that's okay to do?
No.
Don't you guys have protocols? No.
Owasso Public Schools just recently said, okay, we'll require face masks. They were going to go without face masks back in Oklahoma. Good times.
You know what? This is the clip.
Okay.
This is the clip. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
If you're stupid, don't listen to my show. That's the whole clip, okay? And this is why. I don't want stupid people listening to this show.
Okay.
If you don't expand your horizons, put yourself in other people's shoes,
Right.
If you don't do that,
Right.
don't listen to this show. We don't want you. Now, that's a very divisive thing to say,
Yeah.
but that's okay. Those people won't make it in life, okay? I want people who are smart listening to this show. All right?
All right.
I want courteous people. I want respectful people. I want driven people listening to the show. Are you okay? What's going on?
No, we're good.
You looked somewhere, it distracted me.
I
What's going on?
just checking levels.
Okay,
That's
good.
all.
I love it. You're doing your producer job. I'm like a squirrel right now with my attention. Seriously, I don't want stupid people listening to this show.
That's fair.
And I will segue into my next thing.
Okay.
All right? The Chris D'Elia incident.
Okay.
Canceling of Chris D'Elia.
Right.
Now, have I talked about it on the show?
You talked about last week just a little bit. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I talked about Brian Callen and everything and
Right.
double standards. I've sat on this for a while. When I heard the news about Chris D'Elia, I immediately was like, oh no. These girls are accusing him of something, of sexual misconduct. And like a couple of them said they were underage at the time. Oh no, this is not good. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look more into it. He's denied the allegations, okay. And then one of the people showed the email thread, but she didn't show the full email thread. She just said, hey, I'm 16, and that's where she cut it off. Immediately when I read that, I was like, oh no, he's emailing this 16-year-old?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the rest of the email? Hey, where's the rest of the email? Nothing. And then his reps drop him. Most of his reps drop him. Everybody starts calling him a pedophile, all this stuff. And then people start jumping in like, oh, yeah, I had a weird sexual experience with him. He didn't rape me or anything, but I was kind of drunk at a party and we had sex. And like it was like whoa, wait a minute. Why are you even jumping into this conversation right now?
Mm-hmm.
And then he releases the full thread of emails showing that when he found out she was underage, he goes, ooh, sorry, thought you were 18. Bye. Hello? What? Okay. What, are we not going to... And then nothing on their end. Nothing. But total 100% bullshit. Imagine you've worked so hard in your career for something, and then it all gets taken away because of some bullshit like this. It undermines not only everything that he's worked for and for his family, but most importantly, it undermines real sexual assault victims and their real cases. And the next time a woman wants to speak up, she will think about this time, well, oh, crap. Like, I don't want to be put in that same boat as somebody who doesn't have, like, enough evidence or anything like that. I'm scared to speak up now because of these horrible people who did that. That's the worst part of it all. So, if you disagree with me or you think that I'm, like, part of that, like, mindset or whatever, you're an idiot. You haven't listened to anything I've said, and don't listen to the show. Bye. Bye. Goodbye. We don't want you here because you're an idiot. And I'm directing this at you. I should be directing this at the camera because I'm saying it all to Peyton. Peyton's not an idiot, okay? It's taken me a while to sit down and think about it because I wanted to see everything that came out about it. And what's upset me, comparing this to the Brian Callen thing, it seemed a lot of who in the podcast world or in the comedian world, people immediately said, oh, yeah, he's definitely guilty. Yeah, that sucks. I can't believe he would do that before any of the evidence came out, right? And then there's the double standard for the Brian Callen situation where people are like, no, we believe you, Brian, and everything. He's like, yeah, wait till all the evidence comes out. And it's like, wait a minute, you didn't do that for Chris. You didn't do that for Chris. Now, I get it. People are going to look back on this episode and be like, oh, you've had his brother on the show and you have his dad on the show. Yeah, I have. Because I almost worked with, I was going to work with Bill. I've heard good things about him. Everything I've heard about Bill D'Elia has been nothing but positive. Everything that I've heard, like from secondhand, of course, Matt D'Elia, nothing but positive. The people that secondhand people that I've worked with Chris D'Elia, Nothing but positive.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, I don't know him personally, but I just think it's a bullshit because everything. I feel like I'm good at reading people in general. I'm never going to be 100% perfect, but I can pride myself on knowing like I can kind of get a good feel for people. When I look at comedians, I'll say this before, I don't look at comedians for my moral compass, okay? If he's in a city hitting on 18, 19, 20-year-old young girls who come to his show, I don't look at him for my moral compass. Like, okay, that's his prerogative. That's not illegal. Why do I care? He makes us laugh.
Mm-hmm.
He makes us have a good time. That's what he does. Well, Chris, I don't think you should be doing that because, the age gap difference. And they're like, who the fuck am I to say that? All right? And he's never said, I'm a saint. I'm like this. Now, with me saying all this, I have to say I'm not a saint either. I have a lot of imperfections as well. But this is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
All these people jumping on the bandwagon, I'll say it again, man, and because I'm passionate about this, and it's something worth fighting for. You undermine real rape victims when you just want to jump on the bandwagon and do shit like this it drives me crazy. That's it. Now we're going to have a good time, and I got that out of the way, and that's it. That's all there is to it. And again, if you think I'm wrong, bye. Okay? I know I'm right on this. That's the thing. I know 100% I'm right. Peyton, please tell me if I'm speaking out of turn. Please let me know. You've got a different perspective on things. And I've asked multiple people. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, fuck. Imagine, like, you worked that hard for something in your entire life, and then boom, it's gone. Oh, cool. Okay. Got that out of the way. Dude, I'm pumped up today.
Hell yeah.
Pumped up. Had a good class. Thank you again for everybody at the Cycling Pigeon. Very clean, very upbeat place. I really dig it, man, there. Mm-hmm. It's super, super nice. Positive energy, yeah. We got some more Jocko drink.
Yeah, we did.
Did you have some already, or are you having some?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like this.
It's so good.
It is.
So good.
Yeah, it's good for you.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, it's good for you.
Oh, okay.
There's no sugar.
Yeah.
Has a lot of natural brain enhancement things.
Gotcha.
Herbs.
Gotta get some of them herbs, man.
Watched your video on your paid-in
Oh,
YouTube
thank
channel.
you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good. Excuse me. You got to do more.
Do what?
I threw up a little bit in my mouth.
Oh, good.
It's fine.
That's how he really feels about my video.
No, dude, it's from the I pushed myself way too much. I did 2 classes back to back.
But that's good.
Yeah. You can't see this, but I'm flexing my thighs. That's weird. Good week. I don't have COVID.
That's always good to hear.
Yeah, unfortunately, Josh might have COVID.
Yeah.
Has he texted back?
He said this morning's not so good for him.
Okay, he's probably not feeling good then.
Yeah.
He's probably got the shits.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I shouldn't have said that.
Oh.
No, I hope he's doing okay, though. I really hope he's doing okay. It's been really rough for him, and we send him good wishes, and yeah. They think it's a stomach bug, I think. Hopefully it's a stomach bug. Yeah.
I'm just telling him all good.
Good. How you doing, man?
Doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Oh, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. I haven't been, doing anything. So I shaved this morning, but I've been having just crazy facial hair. Because everywhere I needed to go, I just throw on the mask. So they can't see it.
Yes.
So I had, patches and stuff. It was great.
Yeah.
And finally got it all off this morning.
Well, what are you doing all day long? Are you playing video games? Are you reading?
I'm doing, I'll try to edit some videos and stuff. Want to make some TikToks. We've been watching a lot of TV shows.
Yeah.
Too many TV shows. More than normal TV shows. Because I never watched TV shows.
Yeah.
Until quarantine. And now that I'm like, oh, TV shows are pretty good. I'm watching more TV shows. I'm on Westworld now. I watched the 2 Jeepers Creepers movies the other day. It was great. You ever seen Jeepers Creepers?
No.
Oh, man. So fun.
Yeah. Okay.
So fun. It's just campy horror.
Okay.
It knows what it is.
Okay.
It braces it. It's great.
It's cool.
I love it. I want to be in a campy horror film.
Should write one. At least a short one in your apartment. Maybe you and your wife. That'd be cool.
Oh, hell yeah. You know about that movie those 2 YouTubers like made in quarantine?
They made?
And then they made like a Zoom movie.
Made. I thought you said mate.
Oh.
They mate in quarantine.
They made it in quarantine.
Okay.
In their natural habitat. It's beautiful. But they made a like Zoom movie in like 2 weeks with a bunch of YouTubers. Then they bought out a theater during quarantine and showed it there. So they were able to get away with, like, because of all the theaters being closed and they bought out the theater, it was the highest grossing film of the month. And like it's on all of their posters and all of their stuff, and they're like the highest grossing film of the month.
That's funny.
Like, yeah. But at the same time, like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. What are you talking about?
I know. False advertising.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Well, speaking of YouTubers,
Yeah.
I woke up a few days ago to one of the best tweets I think I've ever woken up to. Jake Paul's house gets raided by the FBI.
Did you see that today? Or
No, a few days ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I was like, literally his name came up in a conversation the night before.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I hate wishing ill will on people, but I cannot stand that guy.
Right.
Because he was like, I'm not going to let COVID stop me from having a good time, and he's still holding house parties,
Yeah.
spreading COVID. Like, the ego on a person like that.
He wasn't arrested though.
No.
But
They said it has something to do with when he was in Arizona there was some rioting going on.
there was like some rioting in like a mall.
Yeah.
They thought he might have been a part. There's also possibly some like weapon.
Well,
things.
the thing is, he's brandished his weapons on
Yeah.
certain videos, and I think that when FBI knows that you've registered certain weapons, they have to come in there with heavy force.
Right.
Otherwise, it's it's just a safety thing for them. I was thinking it was more on like underage rape charges or child pornography because of he's kind of had a bad history with some girls claiming they were raped and drugged at their house parties before.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh, I hope they get him. For
Right.
something.
I don't want to assume things, but I wouldn't put it past him.
No.
It's what I'm saying.
No, I wouldn't. He's so impulsive, and I
Right.
hate that I've used the name of Logan Paul's podcast, Impulsive.
Is that what it's called?
It's called Impulsive. And you can call me a hater, but I dislike completely their attitude and what they put out there and how they take advantage of young people and the image they produce on young people and what they think is a positive image, and they're
Right.
just taking advantage of all these little kids and teenagers. Yeah. Not a fan of any of them, and I hate when people say stuff like, "Well, they're good business people. They know." I'm like,
Okay.
Hitler was a good speaker. Too. We don't bring that up. after
Right.
I know it's a huge difference, but we don't bring that up whenever we talk about the Holocaust. You know.
Right.
Anyway, and Kanye West. We got Kanye West again in the news, and his camp is not denying that they're trying to destroy the Biden campaign. Like, guys, I hate everybody. It feels like I look at
That's
everything
right.
and I hate everybody.
It's the way of the world.
It feels hopeless sometimes,
Right.
Peyton.
I know. It's just your posture and your mood. You're so done.
I swear, if I saw like the apocalypse happen, angels come from the sky, demons are coming out, I'd be like, oh my gosh, yes.
Here we go.
Yes. Let Judgment Day come. I might not be getting into heaven, but at least it'll come, and we don't have to deal with all this stuff anymore. My gosh. Ego is one of the things that just, like, that's what it makes me do internally.
Yeah.
Like, I'm having, I don't know, internal seizing up of sorts. And when I hear Kanye talk, I'm like, feed him to alligators. Just feed him to alligators.
Yeah.
What are we doing? We don't need him in our society. And when people bring up he's a genius, I want to feed them to alligators too. Cool.
He is a genius, though. But
do you really think so?
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to have a great argument with you.
No, I don't know anything about him. Really, I don't care.
Yeah.
I like his song "Power." That's as far as it goes.
Yeah, for me, I actually enjoyed a couple of his early songs. A couple. But whenever he puts out, because his ego's so big, he thinks he can just do anything he wants and it'll be gold. So when he comes up with that song that I heard, like scoop diddy poop,
Yeah,
poop diddy scoop diddy poop, and I'm like, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? A Ninja, you know who he is?
Yeah.
Not the YouTuber.
Oh, we're talking about the YouTuber.
He's a rapper with their South African group Ninja and Yolandi.
No, I don't know these two.
I forget what they're Die Anterwood. Yeah. They have they're really trippy, like artsy rappers. They're really like, they're in their own lane. They're doing their own thing. And the main guy, his name is Ninja, and he talks about this one time in the morning, Paris Hilton is FaceTiming him. So he's like, hey, what's up? And then Kanye West pops up from the back, and they exchange numbers. And then Kanye tells him, hey, do you want to come over to my place and play basketball with Drake? And he's like, sure. And it was a very awkward basketball game. And like he said Kanye is like on the spectrum almost. He didn't say that, but from everything he's describing, it sounds like he's on the spectrum. And then after the basketball game, they went into his home theater. They were watching Star Wars, and then he puts on anal porn out of nowhere. And he's like,
hell yeah.
And imagine you're this guy, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? I'm in Kanye West's theater room, and we're watching pornography, and he's calling over some other guy, and we're about to have banana pudding that his wife, Kim Kardashian, made. Huh? Am I dreaming? Oh, Wesam, you just described a dream, didn't you? No, that's really happening to this guy. What? Hey, that is so weird. You're not normal. You don't deserve to have that kind of fame or power. What? I'm done, man. I'm done. We're not even in the first break of the show, and I'm already done.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
we gotta take a break.
You want to take a break?
Yeah, I might answer some MCAT questions after this.
Okay, maybe.
Let's go for it. We'll be back. Support for Wesam's World comes from Lord Jones, makers of the world's finest CBD products. CBD is all the rage these days, but pioneering brand Lord Jones is considered the gold standard. For years, they've been changing people's lives with their premium CBD products. Lord Jones has long been a favorite among celebrities worldwide, showing up in the Instagram feeds of Hollywood's biggest names. And now they're inviting you to experience the finest CBD products available. From world-class skincare to tinctures and gel capsules to decadent gumdrop confections. If you're curious about what CBD can do for you, trust me, you want to start with the best. Lord Jones is crafted with the highest quality ingredients and premium hemp-derived CBD that's lab-tested for purity, strength, and consistency. Go to lordjones.com/Wesam to get 25% off your first order. Go to lordjones.com/Wesam for 25% off your first order. lordjones.com/Wesam. All right. So I was talking with a friend of mine, Zaina. Thanks for chatting. We got a charity that we're going to be talking about at the end of the month or beginning of next month that I'm excited about, that she's helping me raise money for. But she's how did I phrase it? She's part doctor. She's getting there. You know what I mean? And she gave me she was talking about the MCAT, and I was like, oh, is that like a multiple choice, or do you have to write stuff out? And she's like, no, it's multiple choice. And I'm like, I could get a few of those right. You know?
Yeah.
I could definitely get a few of those right.
Right.
So I have a few of those questions here. The first one, chemical and physical foundations of biological systems. That's the first question.
No.
The progress of reaction
Yes.
to that one. Okay, cool. So there is a passage and some. It looks like molecules, right? Are those called molecules? Chemical compounds. Compound 1, L-tryptamine. Oh, L-trip. Is that what it's called? L-tryptamine? L-tryptophan. Oh, I was close.
Okay.
Regardless, the first question.
Yes.
The progress of reaction 2 can be monitored by observing what changed to the IR spectrum of the product mixture.
Do you have to look at like that graph?
I do.
Something? Okay.
And maybe we can pull up the graph next to my face.
Yeah.
And so it's telling me reaction 2. Okay, I'm looking at reaction 2 can be monitored by observing what change to the IR spectrum of the product mixture.
What is IR spectrum? Do you know?
Infrared?
Infrared?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
Yeah. I knew that. A, appearance of broad peak at 3,400 centimeters. Disappearance of broad peak. Appearance of sharp peak. Disappearance of sharp peak. Well, I think the infrared is on the left side of the scale, right? It's not ultraviolet is really high up.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
super.
yeah.
So infrared, maybe it's we're looking at compound 3, 4, and 5, and 6. That's Idaho H2O2. That's probably water from Idaho. I think that's what it's saying. It's yeah, I'm going to have to go with it's going to be disappearance. What do you think? Should I?
Well, two of them say disappearance, Wesam.
I know, but I should pick whether it's at the broad peak or a
Right.
sharp peak. You know what? I'm going to go with broad at 3,400.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding, dude. D. It's D.
No.
What is it?
It's the appearance of a sharp peak at
Oh,
1,700.
that's a tricky one. That's a
I
tricky
know.
one. All
'Cause
right.
You would think with the infrared and the water from Idaho, it wouldn't be that sharp.
You know, a lot of these questions require a lot of reading, and I don't think they're going to work for the show. I thought this would be a better segment, but if
Here,
the effects... okay, go ahead.
Do this one. Do which statement best represents a threat to social identity? A young woman with a rare disorder. All right. A.
Okay.
Believes that others treat her as less capable, and then she starts to see herself as deficient.
Okay.
B. Becomes discouraged when she hears that others with rare disorders are treated as less capable. C. Hides her disorder from others in order to project more confidence in social situations. Or D. Reveals her disorder to friends who mistakenly assume that it is a social limitation.
A or D, obviously.
Obviously.
A.
No.
What is it?
It's becomes discouraged when she hears that others with rare disorders are treated as less capable.
She's worried about others? Oh, I could see how that might be right, but that's arguable. That's arguable.
That's arguable to the woman with the disease. Hey, let me tell you how you really feel.
I would not do great on it without studying. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
I don't even know what the hell's going on in this whole thing.
You know, I feel so stupid right now. I don't have any clue. Like, looking at those chemical compounds on the first question made me very discouraged.
Here's your last question for you.
Oh, my God.
Are you ready? All right.
I don't
Some
know.
communities with expanding populations have for centuries successfully managed commonly held land. An appropriate clarification of the passage would be the stipulation that the author's argument applies only to...
Dude, I'm so sorry. I have already lost you after the first part. Say it again from the beginning.
Okay. Some communities with expanding populations...
Dude, I hate you. You're reading it to me like I'm a fucking kid. I hate you and I love you.
I'm
okay. Some
spelling it
communities.
out. Yes.
This is a community.
Yes.
And it
with
has
expanding populations.
Okay, the community is getting bigger.
Right. Have for centuries successfully managed commonly held land.
Okay.
An appropriate clarification of the passage would be the stipulation that the author's argument only applies to... I'm lost too.
Okay.
Do your best.
No, I'm there.
Okay. A, the future. B, unregulated resources. C, conditions of social instability. Or D, resources that are not managed locally. Do you need me to say them again?
Yeah.
A, the future.
Future.
It's future?
Yeah.
No.
What is it?
It's unregulated resources.
That
It's
is so
D.
stupid. That is arguable. Everything affects the future.
That's right.
Dude, these questions, I don't know, Zaina. If this is the MCAT, I don't know about future doctors. I'm kidding.
I didn't realize the doctors had to manage land and like the population resources. Man,
That is,
she's looking to become a ruler of like a country.
that's an emperor question right
That
there.
is an emperor. Then why didn't you get them right?
Because it's made by doctors, not by other emperors.
That's fair.
You're the first to go.
We've cracked your code.
Wow. I'm not smart. I'm not smart when it comes to the MCAT. That's fine.
That's right. I'd like to
Wow.
see doctors act though.
Well, thank you, Zaina, for those questions.
Man,
We're gonna throw these papers away.
we're gonna burn them.
We're gonna burn them because, wow.
Man,
Wow. Not that smart. I didn't do so good.
oh, I wouldn't have
I
done
came in
any
cocky.
better.
Came in cocky.
Yeah.
Why do sentences have to be that complicated?
You should do the bar exam.
Oh,
next
I'd be
week.
good at that. I'd be
Yeah,
good at the
because
bar.
for the people.
Yeah. Play the lawyer.
Yeah,
I could definitely play the bar exam.
right.
Play the bar exam?
do that
I
next
said
week.
I can definitely
You
play,
can play
the bar
exam.
If I couldn't
it's a
be
video
more-
game.
Right, or I'm an actor playing a role.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hey, shoot, what's that kid's name? Catch Me If You Can. Frank Abagnale.
Yeah.
He did the bar exam, and he was, all he did was study for it. He didn't
Yeah,
go to law school.
he was literally a genius.
He was literally a genius.
He was working at a different level
Yeah.
constantly. So,
Is it wrong that I admire the man?
no.
Dude,
But they glamorized his life.
they did glamorize. Like, he did some shitty things. He did so many shitty things. It's also because I might have done the musical Catch Me If You Can.
What? There's
Yeah.
a musical?
Yeah. Actually really dig the musical.
Wow.
Yeah. They did like a 60s like music style kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Imagine like you know those like shows where it's like song and dance like on
Yeah.
like TV and stuff. It's to like that style. It's kind of pretending like it's that.
Oh, cool.
And the Frank Abagnale, he sent us like an autographed picture saying like break a leg for the
Aw,
show.
that's nice.
Yeah. Cuz
And then
he
stole
lives
all
in
our social-
Oklahoma somewhere.
He stole all our social security numbers and drove our parents into bankruptcy.
What? What are you saying?
He stole. He signed a picture of himself, sent it to us, and then he stole all of our social security numbers and drove our parents to bankruptcy. The show
At
closed.
least I got a signed photo by it.
How did he figure? How did he get that information just from sending us A signed photo. Did anyone say something? Is it witchcraft?
He's a fucking genius.
I think it's witchcraft. It can't be witchcraft, can it? I think it's witchcraft. It has to be.
We've cracked the code.
He's a witch.
He's a fucking witch.
Frank Abagnale.
Frank Abagnale the witch.
That's the quote of the show.
Oh, man. But yeah, he runs like a security firm in Oklahoma. That's how he heard about it.
With witchcraft.
With witchcraft. That's how he heard about it. He sensed a show about his life was going on. He was like, ooh.
That would be... If that was real, it was like, whoa, that kind of makes sense. He got away with a lot.
Yeah. We get a signed photo from him next week. We're like, oh, shit.
Oh, hey.
Fuck. We should bring him on the show.
I'd fly him out.
Oh, yeah.
Are you a witch? That's the first question I asked.
What?
What? Wait, what? He's so confused. The whole time, I'm like grilling him about witchcraft and like...
You're bringing out like tarot cards and shit. What would you do with these if I just put these here? Start burning incense everywhere.
It's like Halloween themed. He's like, what is the show
What the
about?
hell's going on?
You don't feel comfortable in this setting? Frank?
If that's your real name.
Did you know Frank F.A. is his initials? Fa is the ancient Assyrian word for witch.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. That's the best way to lie to people because that kind of shit you can't Google.
Yeah.
The ancient Assyrian word for witch.
Right.
Google's not going to have that.
I love doing conspiracy theories that make no fucking sense, but you keep just like stretching them out and you can't stop.
Like what?
You know?
Give me an
like
example.
I could make one up right now.
Okay.
Like Donald Trump is a shape-shifting lizard.
Oh.
Okay. How do I know this? Donald Duck. Okay. From Mickey Mouse. Okay. Those are all animals. Okay. All animals. All right. Donald is a duck. All right. Ducks are related to what? Lizards. Come from the lizard family. All right. So therefore, Donald Duck.
Dude,
Okay, I'm losing myself.
That's how I react to real, like, insane conspiracy. I just
Right.
dead stare.
Now,
Continue.
therefore,
No more. We need to get a flat earther on here.
we do. It would not be hard to find one.
You'd be surprised. They do not
Really?
want to come on podcasts.
They don't come on podcasts?
No.
But I've seen them. That's how, like, I've heard interviews from them. Okay, we
Maybe
don't
not
tell
on
them it's a podcast.
Maybe not on ours.
Okay.
I'd love to have a flat earther here.
Oh, yeah. I feel like if I just put a post out on Craigslist for one, like, someone will show up.
I want another conspiracy theorist, like another insane one.
I want another hypnotist.
Nothing's wrong with the podcast. I just decided not to speak for a while. You want to know something funny? He was on Instagram Live and he was saying hi to everybody. And then when I came on, hey, what's up? He didn't respond back to me. Nice
We're
guy.
horrible people.
He's a nice guy. Just
No, yeah.
misguided. My eye is so itchy right now.
Scratch it.
Oh my gosh. Never.
But you're
had-
not supposed to do that with COVID.
Well.
Hey, don't
itchiest
you
eye-
enjoy...
sorry. Wow, that's the itchiest eye I've ever had in my entire life. Wow.
Damn.
What were you gonna say?
Corey off of YouTube. How do you say his last name?
Kenshin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He pissed me off.
What happened?
Yeah. He's playing Fall Guys on his YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
He's so bad.
Oh.
Man, it's not that hard.
Sorry, my eye is going
No,
crazy
you're
right
good.
now.
I need him to get better.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, if
we have him on the
show,
show, I'm going to...
well, I was thinking we're in the process of
Yeah.
trying to reach out to him.
Well, he's not going to come on now because I'm over here.
Oh no, he's gonna come on.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a whole game station set up, and we're gonna have a really good time for a
Oh,
few
hell
hours.
yeah.
It's gonna be a great time. Honestly, for a few hours, we're just gonna have a blast. And one of my things that I want to tell him I had the biggest jump scare from one of his recent videos.
What game?
He was playing. It's the most recent screenshot, and it says like I haven't had a jump scare like this in years, and it shows.
Oh,
like,
it's the guy. Just go.
Did you see that video?
I didn't watch it, but it came across my.
I screamed twice in it. I screamed. I went, oh, like a bitch.
That'd be a fun bit.
What?
Wesam plays horror games.
Okay.
I got a VR headset. I'd love to throw you an Exorcist VR.
Let's do it. Can we film it?
Yeah.
Let's film it for the show. Let's do it.
It'd be so good.
Let's do it this week.
Yeah.
Done.
Let's
That's
do
something
it.
for us to do this week, and we're
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Because we could always, I always thought about we could do like little bits where like we don't have to be in the studio, like a little bit like outside the studio, like pre-recorded. We like throw it in. You know what I'm saying?
Can we?
Kind of like how like
Can Jonte join us?
absolutely. We're not gonna get him in a VR headset though, unless you can really sweet talk him
Yeah.
to get. Okay.
We're gonna tell him it's a completely different game. That's the only way to do it. I'm gonna tell him, hey, we're gonna be playing some VR
Right.
games. Do you want to play it with us?
Yeah.
And he'd be like, what kind of games? I'm like, sports. There's a baseball one. He loves baseball.
Yeah.
And I'll tell him there's a samurai one because he's playing Ghost of Tsushima. So we'll tell him one's a baseball game, one's a samurai game.
Right.
And the first one he jumps into is a scary game.
Yeah, on the PlayStation VR, which is what we would need to do, because I have a capture
Done.
card for that.
Done.
I have Paranormal Activity, which scared me. Games don't scare me.
Love it.
It's so good. We should throw Jonte in like Five Nights at Freddy's VR or something like that with like animatronic creatures chasing after it.
My dream is to do those like, the 24-hour no laughing games. But there's also 24-hour scared in hell.
Yeah.
And it's just literally 24 hours of constant jump scares.
That'd be so good.
It would bring me so much joy.
Yeah.
And I would be scared and terrified during them too. Oh my gosh.
Maybe a Halloween episode this year. Yeah. Since Halloween's canceled, man. I mean, I knew it was going to happen, but everybody finally came out, said their haunted houses are closed.
Well, yeah.
Like, I knew it was going to happen, but I was sitting there going like, maybe they'll still open.
Well, I hate when people complain about it. It's the most. It feels like a very Western culture, first world. I can't do this now because there's a worldwide
Right.
pandemic. Okay.
Right.
And you're entitled to doing that. Why again?
Yeah. In my
Bothers
opinion,
me.
you're allowed to be bummed out, though. Like,
Oh, for
yeah.
sure. There's
Just
a
wanna put
difference.
that out there.
There's a difference.
Right,
though,
right.
Between constantly complaining about it and
Yeah.
being like, "Fuck, man, I'm not getting to do what I want to do. I'm
Yeah.
bummed out." There's two different things
because
to that.
this was the year for me and Mads. We were like, we're going to Universal. We got our Knott's Berry Farm season passes. We're going to go to Knott's Scary Farm because we love Halloween. And we've never gotten to go to these like Halloween events before. And we were like, this is it. This is the year we're going to do all of them. And it's going to be crazy. And then COVID happened. And we're like, shit.
Could we maybe next year do something? Maybe we hire a videographer so you can actually enjoy it as well. But I've gone to those Halloween Horror Nights and got the Fast Pass.
Oh, they're so good.
Have you ever done those?
No, but I've seen like videos from like there was like an It maze at Universal.
Yeah.
And like I would watch footage and I would like, oh, love it.
I will be honest with you. The first hour of it was cool, and then it gets a little repetitive because you're going in the Fast Pass.
Mm-hmm.
And excuse me, those passes make it so much quicker,
Yeah.
and it's almost like the same thing.
There's only so much there's only so many people that can pop out around corners. You can figure out the formula
very quickly.
of what they're about to do. Yeah.
Yeah. What I've been speaking of formulas, when you play a video game and you start like, okay, now I got to do this, it starts getting a little repetitive.
Yeah.
What I've been enjoying about Ghost of Tsushima, as soon as it starts to get repetitive, it throws you a little bit of a curveball, or the guys keep getting harder, and you're like, okay, all right, I'm back in. I'm back in. Because the first chapter of the game, I thought my character was way too strong.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, oh,
Nothing to work towards.
No, and then I was like, oh, okay, now I really have to focus on tactics or else I could die very easily.
Right.
Yeah. I'm still playing it on medium. I'm thinking about putting it on hard, but
Think about second playthrough?
Ghost of Tsushima?
Mm-hmm. No. That's what I do with games. I do normal difficulty first, and then I go back and I go to the hardest difficulty.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
I usually play it on medium or hard, depending on where I'm at. Because I also, if I'm, what project was I working on? Oh, yeah. When I was shooting For the People, Assassin's Creed came out. I think one of the last
one?
ones. Anyway, I forget which
Okay.
one. But I was playing it, and I was like, I'm going to go online or buy that pack where
Right.
it doubles your XP because I don't have time to just
Yeah.
do repetitive things just to gain XP or coins or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to play through it. So I'll speed up a little bit.
Did you watch the State of Play
No,
the
what is
other
that?
day?
What is that?
They just were showing off games for the
Oh.
PlayStation 4 and 5.
Oh, okay. I should check that out then.
No, it was a letdown. They didn't show anything. Really. I mean, they showed gameplay of Crash 4, if you know what that is, which I'm excited for. Crash Bandicoot, like PlayStation 1 game. They're like, yeah.
You might be able to answer this question for me.
Okay.
PS5.
Yes.
Should I get... No, this is the question. The one with the optical disc for like Blu-rays and DVDs versus the solid state.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are solid state, though. They have solid state components.
Yeah.
So, neither one is like slower than the other one, right?
Right.
They're both the same speed.
Correct.
Just one is able to read discs.
Yes.
Okay.
I am convinced it's just going to be a price difference. One's going to be without a disk drive and one's going to be with.
Yeah.
And like one's just going to be cheaper than the other, like a cheaper alternative. I'm getting the disc drive in it because that's also my Blu-ray player. I don't have a separate
right.
Blu-ray player or anything. And I buy like Blu-rays for movies that I really, really like. I get most of them digitally. But if a movie really blows my fucking mind, I'm going to go out and get like the
Yeah.
case for it.
Okay. All right. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Because I just want to have the option, but I'm gonna be downloading all my games from now on.
Yeah.
I'm tired of having the actual DVD cases
Yeah.
or CD cases for the
Right.
games.
And with good internet, it doesn't take long. It
No,
does not take long to
it's the
download
same,
games.
It's the same as if you had the disc with you. That's the thing.
Right.
And I think with time, it's gonna get even faster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Still playing Fortnite with my brothers. So that's
Nice.
cool. Do we need to take a break? Or
Yeah, just
Yeah.
real quick.
yeah, let's take a break and then we'll talk some more when we're back. So I'm on this news site, and it's for people who have podcasts who either want to be guests on podcasts or they have a podcast and are looking for guests,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah.
It's called Matchmaker. Yeah, it sounds like a dating site.
Yeah. You're looking to get a little hookup.
So I was on Matchmaker, and I'm going to be on a couple shows.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be on one this Sunday and another one Monday. And yeah, it seems like a pretty good website for that kind of
Nice.
stuff. And we're going to be growing. And
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
There you go. I should send you the login info for that kind of stuff in case anybody requests to be on our show so that
Yeah.
you can vet them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's been nice. It's going to be a busy weekend. I'm actually worried about Josh. I keep thinking about him.
Yeah.
He's been sick for a while now.
Gotcha. And you said it's looking like a stomach bug?
That's what the doctor said.
Okay.
Woke up in chills. No fever, though.
Okay.
Not coughing.
That's good, though.
Yeah, some stomach problems, though.
Yeah.
Took the COVID test. Should get results within 4 or 5 days.
You did or?
He did.
He did. Okay.
But at first, it was like a 10-day turnaround for it.
Mhm.
And I was like, 10 days?
Yeah.
You'd be done by it by then.
Right.
I don't know. We've been pretty good, thankfully.
Yeah.
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 You doing any kind of working out to stay healthy?
I've been bad about that.
Yeah.
I haven't done a thing.
Not a lot of
I've been
motivation.
stretching my back. That's about it.
Oh, yeah.
Did I tell you my fucking back stretcher finally arrived in the mail?
No.
Do you remember that thing? Dude, 3 months later, and I'm at this point, I'm like, it was a scam. It fucking arrives on my porch. And I'm like, oh my God. It's here. It's great. I love it. I just had to wait 3 months for it.
How does it work?
So it's literally just a big piece of like molded plastic. And there's a hole in the middle kind of for my spine to place in. So that I'm not like, there's not like hard plastic against my spine. And then there's just little bumps going around it, going down the middle of it. And so I put it just on my lower back. I put my knees up just on a flat surface on my floor. I'll sometimes put like the yoga mat out so I'm not laying on hardwood floor. Then it just arches my back.
Nice.
And it's just a good stretch. It's not going to like do any satisfying like pops or anything like that. But it's a nice stretch for my back. I'm supposed to do every 30 seconds, like every day.
We need to get a chiropractor in here with his table.
Yeah.
And we need to go like talk about chiropractic.
Right.
Yeah.
The art of chiropractory.
Yeah. Have you heard about it?
Yeah.
Like its origins and everything it's based in?
It's on the MCAT.
Is it?
It
Yeah.
Ancient Egyptians practiced the chiropractory.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Not surprising.
Yeah.
Oh. Jontus Aquinas just texted everybody.
He's naked.
Yeah, he is. Have coffee with Jonte this week, too. We're going to catch up. Yeah, we should get a chiropractor in here and see what he could do for you.
I got fixed up back in Tulsa for
How
a
did it
little
feel?
bit. Oh, it feels great. My guy moved to his house, though.
Okay.
I don't know if it's because of COVID. He couldn't, like, keep the building open. But I don't know if it was just a way older guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was his way of retiring, but still wanted to do it every now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had like a staff. It's just him in his house now. And he just has all his stuff set up. He always has a dog running around.
Nice.
Yeah.
Seems very chill.
Uh-huh.
That's cool, man.
He forgets my wife every single time. He meets her for the first time. Every single time.
It's a little cringe.
It's older guy.
Oh, okay.
Older guy. Like, I think he's like 70 years old or something. Yeah. And he's like, and who might this be? And we always say, yeah, we got married. He's like, he congratulates us every single time.
And he's working on your back.
And he's working on my back.
Yep.
He does a great job. He does, like, look, the guy does a killer job. I feel great after.
All right, yeah.
So I can't argue with the results. Cool. He forgets who my wife is every single time. He thinks I'm just, like, bringing a friend. And, like,
hey, okay. You're not selling him very great, but okay.
No. He does stellar work, though.
Okay, all right. I believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just every night he's like, who might this lovely young lady be? I'm like, oh, this is Matt's. This is my wife. He's like, your wife? And he forgets I moved to Los Angeles. He's like, what are you up to in Oklahoma? I'm like, I moved to Los Angeles. He's like, when did you do that? I'm like, well,
Maybe he's
2
sees a
years
lot of
ago.
people.
No, that's the thing. He's not keeping up to date with my life.
Yeah.
It's just a fact of it's so funny.
I've had doctors who at first I was offended, like, dude, I was in here like 2 months ago. You should know why I was here.
No, yeah.
But I'm like, wait a minute, you guys see a bunch of people every day.
Oh, yeah.
And they had like some of the information right, and I was like, no, this was it. And they're like, yes, and they're looking at the charts again. They're like, okay, all right,
Right.
great. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, man. I honestly wish there was more to talk about today, and I'm not trying to deter our listeners, but it's getting to the point where I don't have much. I'm making more things happen in my life now.
Right.
Like next week, we'll have more to talk about. Obviously, when we have guests, there's plenty to talk about there. Oh, you don't know this.
Uh-oh. Good or bad? I can't
It's
tell.
good.
It's good.
We're
Okay.
gonna might do a Zoom guest this
Oh, hell
Saturday.
yeah. Sweet.
Joker gang. He is the guy who's tatted his face as Joker. He does online content.
No.
Yeah. I was on Instagram Live with him. He accepted me into his live, and we talked. Interesting dude.
Okay.
Very, very interesting.
Okay.
He asked me the first time I went live with him, how would I get verified? And then we had this conversation again. He's like, that's right, I remember you. I was like, cool. So I'm going to message him tomorrow.
Okay.
Set up a time for Saturday. We'll do a Zoom thing and be like, hey, do you have Skype or Zoom? Would you, send us your email. We'll send you a link with your email. For Saturday at this time, boom.
I'm so excited.
I hope it works out.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot I want to ask him.
Oh,
He's a
yeah.
very interesting cat.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. I would fly him out, but not too safe to do that right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, looking forward to it.
Hey, last Skype interview went great. That was
Joey?
great. Yeah.
This one is going to be a little. We'll make it work.
Hell yeah.
And what we'll try to do is we'll go all the way through, because we'll find places to cut, and it might make your job a little bit more difficult, but I just don't want to.
No, all good.
I want to keep the flow of the conversation as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really excited. I hope we make it work.
Yeah.
Very nice dude. He doesn't. Some of the stuff he posts makes it seem like he might not be a nice guy, but yeah. No, he's nice. Like
No, yeah.
It's just, it's so interesting what persona people put out there for certain things.
Oh yeah.
And I'm very curious about how he got to this point in his life.
Right. I'm sure Devin's a nice guy.
Who?
You know? Devin. The king of POV? You forgot about Devin already?
I didn't forget.
My goodness.
I just acted like I forgot. Feels like another Logan Paul.
Devin? Oh, I don't get that vibe.
I do.
Devin's on Tinder trying to find love.
What?
Yeah.
He shows himself off too much. He peacocks a lot on there.
I know.
He tries to do it sneakily too.
I know.
How old is he?
Oh, God.
Probably like 20.
He goes to university of something, so
Yeah.
he's in college.
I'm not hating on him. Just get annoyed. I think I'm just annoyed from everything that I've been seeing in the news too. Can you imagine, like 10 years from now, Logan Paul tries to run for president, and he's like,
Hey, I wouldn't put it past things anyway. I was joking the other day about the Jeff Bezos versus Elon Musk election. Like, I can't wait for that. That's going to be the year everything goes to shit.
we've become Idiocracy.
I know.
We've become the movie Idiocracy.
Right.
If there's another country you'd want to move to, where would you move?
I've heard good things about Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scotland.
I've never really seen Scotland or anything like that.
I do Scotland or Japan.
There's lots of Irish YouTubers I watch, and they seem like such nice people. So that's put in my head that like everybody in Ireland is nice. Yeah. Even though they have that stereotype of like angry drunk sometimes.
Yeah.
You know? But I'm like, I'm fine with a loud drunk.
The Scottish people have been treating my family really nicely, and they've been amazing over there. So that's why.
Yeah.
Beautiful country, and yeah. Nick Major's coming into the studio today to record some funny videos.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, at some point. So he'll be here soon. How are we on time?
Do about like 10 more minutes.
Yeah, we can do 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been so antsy lately.
Yeah.
Insanely antsy. I go from one thing to another. Been productive in the mornings, doing a lot of podcast work, but still antsy. Really just want to get back into it. Good Girls has been airing overseas.
You were mentioning that, yeah.
Big. I've grown almost 1,000 followers right now
Oh, hell yeah.
in like just 2 weeks. just because of it airing overseas. I was like, oh wow, and those fans are so generous, so complimenting, and they're very very nice, very nice, super nice things have been said, and I hope that the show continues. Good Girls is an amazing show, and wish them everything but the best. Everything but the best? No, everything and the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Could your character make a comeback at all?
Could.
Any? Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, that's impressive. I didn't know you could do that.
Really?
Yeah. I've never seen you do that before. I don't understand how it works. Is it a muscle?
Yeah, you just feel it.
Oh, okay.
I used to never. When I was younger, I didn't know how people did that, and then I just started doing a bunch of push-ups, and then one day I was like, "Oh, there it is. There's that muscle."
Oh, gotcha. See, all I have is a rib cage right there.
The muscle is just very small. If you did a bunch of push-ups, one day you're just gonna be like, "Oh." After a month, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I can flex that."
Right.
I can flex that. Yeah.
I don't want to get muscle up here though, in the arms.
What about in the legs?
Maybe. Maybe. I'm owning my scrawniness.
Then do yoga.
Like I know that. Yeah, that's the thing. And ever since I've done like hot yoga, like that other class I went to, like was also great. I forgot like what the like title of it was, but like you recommended it. It was in the morning, but hot yoga was the only thing that really made me like feel to the extreme.
Okay.
And stuff, and I feel like I only want to do hot yoga.
So, to fix that, I used to layer up.
Okay.
And I would have at least three layers on
Right.
top. Short sleeve, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and zip it up and keep it tight. And the bottom,
Right.
thermal things. And what is this face
Right.
you're making?
I finish what you're saying.
No, what is this face you're making?
The way like they did like hot yoga, like with the like infrared heat thing.
Oh, yeah?
I feel like just wearing layers is just gonna give me a gross. Like I'm only hot because like I'm wearing a bunch of clothes and stuff like that, and I'm just gonna feel all nasty, like nasty hot. I didn't feel nasty hot, and I don't know if I'm making sense at all.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I can easily make myself hot, but like it's something with like. It was hot in the room, but it wasn't like a nasty hot. It wasn't like, I don't know how to describe it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you're saying. But that's the only way to do it.
I know.
When I go run, I haven't run in forever, but whenever I was running, I would layer up.
Mm-hmm.
I would feel
Well,
that.
I mean, like when you would go, wouldn't it be a little cold outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little chilly, not too bad. But I hated being cold in the mornings. I'd rather be hot trying to run than
Right.
the coolness helped. There's also always a nice balance though whenever you want to work out outside, and it can't be too cold or else no matter what you do, your fingers are always going to be numb and your nose and your toes are going to be numb. But you don't want it hot either outside or else you're like, ugh. There's this wonderful middle ground.
What's your middle ground? What do you enjoy? If there was a thermometer, like outside, what would it need to read for you to have like that perfect running weather?
That's a great 60.
Okay.
60 because when you start really getting hot and you stop, it feels so good around you and you'll be fine for a while as opposed to it being like 50. 50 is like,
That's
okay,
too cold.
you stop for like 2 minutes and then you're like, okay, I'm cold, but I'm still tired.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you get used to things. So I'm sure if you started getting used to 60 degrees, you'd go down to 50.
Right.
It just depends. It just what you're used to. Yeah. I wish I could run some of those trails I've seen in Scotland. I could run forever in those. Yeah.
You plan on visiting sometime? Well, I mean, like not now, but
yeah,
like,
yeah, I would like to. Honestly,
Yeah.
I would love to, but I'd like to travel next year. Whenever I'm working on a show again or right before I start, I might go on. I'd like to go on the month of traveling. Go for like a week in Scotland and then go to Japan again for a little bit.
Yeah.
And maybe see my family in Syria for a little bit.
when you get your Travel Channel show, it'll be going everywhere.
Be the bomb, dude.
Be-
Be the bomb.
Dude, I had a dream.
Yeah.
that I lost all my money.
Oh.
Like, I invested in, like, stocks, and I lost it all in, like, 1 hour.
That's a horrible dream.
And I woke up still kind of, like, with that thought fresh in my mind. And I was like, oh, I'm broke. Like, when I first initially woke up, took me, like, 20 seconds to be like, oh, wait, no, I'm not. Like, I woke up anxious. I woke up being like, oh, all my money's gone because I'm stupid.
That's the worst feeling.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that TikTok or it's some video? Some guy does that thing where they shortchange stocks. Have you ever seen this technique?
Keep going. I might have. Like, the game? Like, there's this. I saw something recently.
And then it showed how much he owed.
Oh.
He was negative 30 grand.
Fuck.
And you could tell, like, he was just doesn't have like, where the fuck is he going to get the money?
Yeah.
And it's a way, I don't understand that, really.
Right.
Because when you shortchange a stock, you're betting that it goes down.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't go down, it goes up. You actually owe double. And that's how Tesla stock and, like, Elon made a bunch of money because so many people were trying to short change the stock.
Yeah.
That Tesla kept doing good, and then they all got screwed.
Yeah.
And what a shitty thing to bet on.
I know.
To bet on somebody's misfortune.
Right. I don't get how people, like, gain a profit from, like, it going down, like a catastrophic thing, like, happening, you know?
I don't get it.
That's
either.
a whole world I don't understand because one of my favorite movies, Casino Royale, James Bond movie, there's a plot point in the film where the evil banker guy, the main, like, villain, he becomes the personal banker of freedom fighters.
Yes.
And he takes all their money and he wants to give them, like, a profit. So he puts all of their money in this, like, airline thing.
Yes, I remember.
And his plan is he's going to blow up the, like, airline's newest, like, $1 billion, like, airplane. And he's going to make a profit from that. I'm like, how the fuck does that make? The plane blows up. They're out of money. And then they owe people all this money. I'm so confused on how this world works. Yeah. But, like, in the movie, like, the plane doesn't blow up. So he lost all of the money. And that's why he has to go do the poker game to try to win it all back. Right. And I'm like, how the fuck does this make any sense?
Then he put it in a rival, I believe, a rival company.
Is that what he did?
I think he did.
Okay. Because they literally, it's 2 lines. They describe what he's doing. And, like, I've gone to, like, Google and people are trying to, like, explain this. And I'm like, I'm so fucking lost. I just have to accept, like, okay, whatever he's doing, the plane blowing up makes him get money. Yeah. I just have to accept that.
I think, the whole idea of stocks to me still is like, what if everybody just said, I'm pulling out my money? You guys wouldn't have enough.
Right.
Who you guys would go bankrupt as a company.
Yeah.
So you're just borrowing people's monies?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Do you understand how Bitcoin works?
Oh, I understood. But I understood farming.
Okay.
I finally understood what farming does.
Tell me about it.
So, from my understanding, when they say Bitcoin farms, you're actually running processors to run information. Like, they're processing information for certain companies or whatever.
Mm.
And by the amount you process, you get paid in Bitcoin.
It's so weird. This is
so weird. I don't know anymore. I feel like an idiot. This has been the podcast of I feel stupid. This is the name of the show. Today's show. I feel stupid.
I feel stupid. Dude, I had this guy I went to college with. He was, like, really into Bitcoin. And he was making, like, thousands of dollars off of it. Like, that... Like, he had, like, his savings account in Bitcoin. He was making a profit, like he showed me. And he was sitting here trying to explain to me. He's like, you should really get into this. I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like,
No. The title is Frank Abagnale is a witch.
Frank Abagnale is a
Sorry,
witch.
yeah, that's what I've decided. Frank Abagnale is a witch. What? This guy's going to be like, these people making fun of me?
These people making fun of me?
Or
I'm going to get their social security numbers.
Or they know.
They know? Who knows? Is there a bit of the show I forget? They know.
They know. Like, he's saying they know I'm a witch.
Oh, they know I'm a witch. Okay.
I'm exhausted, man.
Yeah.
Let's just call it.
Let's do it.
Play us out. Thank you, everybody. Adobe Radio, Nice Guy Digital, Peyton, Alexandra, all our listeners. Make sure you subscribe to us. I'm out, guys. Always remember to listen, think, and then talk.